All right, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Leadership TKO live show. For those of you tuning in all around the world, welcome. It's leadership specialist, wealth mentor, author of a few books, but most importantly, your friend, Lakeisha McKnight. And I'm glad to be here with each and every one of you on tonight at 7:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this amazing Monday, December the 7th of 2020. Now, remember, everybody, this show goes live every single night. Okay, every single night, just about, unless the Lord says otherwise, every single night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, zooming in, right here on Facebook. And we're also live on some podcast platforms as well at the same time. And so I welcome you guys here. Now, remember, the purpose of this show really is to empower leaders, specifically entrepreneurial leaders, okay, with the ability to win. It's all about winning, no losing here. So empowering you with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. And so I welcome you. Welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. So there are a few ways that I encourage each and every one of you to participate and engage. I love engagement. I really don't like a boring show. I like to be able to interact. And in most cases, I respond to your thoughts after the live version is over. So as we're here together, go ahead, like or love the stream. For those of you who really do care about your personal development, you want to grow yourself as a leader. You want to raise that lid so high, that lid that Dr. John Maxwell talks about, raising your ability to lead. That's right, leading yourself, leading those in your home, and leading those in your community, including the virtual community as well. So being able to grow your influence, your impact, and your income. If that's something you want to do, I encourage you to love the stream. Secondly, there's a comments feature below or near the podcast or stream. I encourage you to also share your city, your state, your country. Where are you watching from? Where are you listening from? For those of you on the podcast platforms, go ahead and type that below. And listen, for those of you who are catching the replay of this, right, after the live is over, go ahead and enter hashtag replay below. I would love to know how many of you are tuning in just a little bit later. And even as we're progressing through our meeting together, if there's anything that resonates with you, if you have a question, do not hesitate to post your question. There's no such thing as a silly or dumb question. Go ahead and type your questions below, and I'll make sure you get the answer. And then lastly, let's go ahead and share this stream out onto our timelines, groups, and fan pages. Let's help others to grow as leaders, to really grow their income as well. And listen, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do the same. You all know how I do. I like to be an example. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share this out. So let me go ahead and refresh my screen. And I'm going to share this out right now. Okay. I'm going to share this with a couple of business colleagues of mine. You all know who you are. You are wealth builders worldwide. That's right. But more specifically, the winner's circle. So I'm going to share this specifically in a couple of chat areas. So feel free, of course, to plug in, share this with your networks so that we can build leaders together. That's right. Link in arms. We're doing this thing together, okay? There's no such thing as an I in team. We're working this out together. So welcome to the show. Now, I was like, you know what? There's something we really need to focus on, because a lot of times, when I speak with some of my mentees and I speak with other leaders about growing their businesses. Now, I'm speaking to those of you who are network marketers, those of you who are affiliate marketers, online marketers. What I hear about often, there's a couple of strategies, old school strategies that's been in existence for some time. There's some new school strategies as well. But when it comes to social media, let me tell you something. You're trying to grow your business. You're trying to really build your network. Let me tell you something, honey. A lot of people don't focus on this. They don't talk about it. But this is the hidden jewel, okay? Look at the title of the message. And this is not just going to be a one-off type of session. We're going to have several sessions about this topic. Influence 101. A lot of networkers don't talk about this in a sense of helping you to grow your business. They don't really talk about it, or at least focus on it. And that is building your influence. You know, a lot of times we see where networkers are, those who are successful. We see where they are right now. They're like, man. And of course, we hear the strategies. Go make a list. Now, I'm not knocking making a list. You do have to make a list, of course, and document some people that you know. Write down those individuals, put them on an Excel spreadsheet, document them. But here is one thing I've come to understand: studying, specifically, strategically studying those who are successful in this industry since 2001. And that is, influence plays a huge role in you being able to build and build fast. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, okay? How many of you watching this right now, you are a network marketer, or you are an affiliate marketer, or an online marketer? Go ahead and let me know. Go ahead and say me. Go ahead and type me below. Type me below. I'm all three. I'm an affiliate marketer. I'm a network marketer. I'm an online marketer, okay? I am a marketer. I am a marketer. But influence plays a role. Let's talk about the know factor, because many of you know what influence is. Of course, it's leadership. Leadership is influence. Influence is leadership. Dr. John Maxwell talks about this. Leadership is influence, nothing more and nothing less. Okay, well then what is influence? All right, you gotta ask yourself the question, what is influence then? If leadership is influence, then what is influence? It plays a role. Here's what influence is, you know, in a nutshell. We hear about it often. It's almost like a cliche now. You know, when somebody says you want to help people to get to know you, like you, and trust you, that is influence. To be able to inspire someone with your words or the way you engage in certain actions so that they can take action and do something in a forward direction, so that they can take action. Now, the influence can be either positive or negative influence. You know, based on what you do, it can cause people to either do something that's going to negatively impact people's lives or positively impact people's lives. But I'm going to just make it really simple. Let's just get back to that particular phrase: knowing you, liking you, and trusting you. Let's talk about knowing you really quick. Knowing. And this is really critical, especially because we're online. And a lot of times, you can agree with me or choose not to agree with me. A lot of times, people only see the social media you. But how many of you in your private life, how many of you are reflecting the real you that's private outside of social media? How many of you are revealing the real you when you're on social media? How many of you are revealing the real you? If you're not revealing the real you, how are people going to truly get to know you? Who are you? Who are you? Let me ask this question. If someone wants to say such and such, Tiffany, you know, Marilyn, whomever, who are you? How would you be able to describe who you are? Do you know who you are? First, you have to know who you are to be able to convey that to other people on social media. And then how do you communicate that on social media? Well, you have to be authentic. You have to be really real. Can we just have that moment? Yeah, we got to keep it really real, 100, as some people like to say. Keep it really real. Who are you? Here is one thing that I've come to understand too. It's a bit biblical too. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Your real you is what you're typing on social media to a degree. And then also, if I meet you in person and I begin to hear what you're saying and see what you're doing, I can get to know the real you. So in this new normal, when we're on social media, it's like, how do people get to know the real you since we spend a lot of time on social media? You have to let people into your world to get to know you. You have to say, you know what? I'm going to let people in. I'm going to let social media individuals in. I'm not going to say social media friends, because the way that social media describes friends is not necessarily the traditional way of saying friend. It's a connection. Okay. And so here's the other point. You know, you have to be vulnerable to a degree. I'm not saying getting on social media and start boohooing and crying. I mean, there may be a time for that. Understand. Okay. But you want to reveal who you are. Let people in. Okay, you got children. Okay, it's all right to post a little about your children. You have to post everything. We don't need to know that you're going to the store. That's great. You're going to the store. Now people know you're not home. Like silly things like that, you don't have to reveal. but you want to reveal, you want to really show a bit about your life. Who are you? What struggles do you have? Are you a real person who makes mistakes? I want to know that you made a mistake. I want to know that you don't think of yourself as being perfect. I want to know the real you. Okay. This is Lakeisha. This is me. I have energy. I am normally smiling. All right. But of course, there may be some things, right, that I don't particularly care for. You might have some pet peeves. Okay. All right. Maybe you want to share some of your pet peeves. Okay. I don't really like to, here's a pet peeve. I'm going to let you in. Here's a pet peeve of mine, being informed about things at the last minute. I understand there's sometimes we have to be spontaneous. I get that part. Trust me, I'm all for it in certain situations. Okay. But when it's something professional and we're about to be ready to go on course, we about to get it pop, we got to make sure we have it together. We got to make sure we have it together. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm saying we're ready to go. We're ready to go. I don't like to know things at the last minute. That's a huge, now I have some other pet peeves too, but that's just one thing professionally. Okay. And so here's another point too. Don't put on a facade or a mask on social media. You don't have it together. We're all human. We're not 100% perfect. We make mistakes. And when you make a mistake, own up to it. Say, okay, you know what? My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was wrong. I did the wrong thing. I got to get myself together. I have issues. You have issues. I have issues too. And that's what makes this amazing. It makes us beautiful because we got flaws. We got issues that we need to be dealing with. Okay. This is how you help people to get to know you. I know I spent some time here, but pictures and video, sharing these things on social media, being real and authentic. Okay. You don't have to put, I didn't rehearse this a million times before I got up here and did this live stream. Trust me, you can talk to my husband. He'll tell you. Okay. But here is one thing I do understand. When you let people in, they will let you in. I'm talking about your customers. They need to buy into you before they buy into what you have in your arsenal, in your business toolbox, okay, on your shelf, your products, your services, your opportunity. And of course, normally I would say, you know what? Yeah, I do have an opportunity. Now, many of you know that I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, I'm an entrepreneur. I am an affiliate marketer. Okay, I am a professional network marketer. Yes, I'm helping people to understand more about cryptocurrency. Yes, I'm helping people to get positioned to get free Bitcoin and free Ethereum. Yes, I do all of these things. All right, and people are doing it. They don't have to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. They can simply serve other people and then get the Bitcoin and Ethereum for free. This can happen for each and every one of you watching this. Many of you know Bitcoin is like gold and Ethereum is like the silver of cryptocurrency. And so if you don't have Bitcoin and Ethereum, what do you have? All right. So if that's something that you do want, throwing it out there, there's something where you want to learn how you can get Bitcoin and Ethereum 24/7 while you're sleeping, getting paid in it, feel free. Reply info below. This is what I do. I'm a wealth and cash flow mentor. I throw the cash flow part in there, or I should say residual flow now, because the way that it's working is you can get paid residually in cryptocurrency. Okay. Because we know that cash is not money. How many of you know that? Hopefully you know that. I just want to make sure, because a lot of people are just running out here about, chasing at the cash, and it's not money. It's just not money. It's paper with a little bit of value. Okay. That's it. That's all you got when it comes to cash. But you got to put it in an asset so it's worth much more. And so, listen, I know I've had some fun. I can continue to chat it up with each and every one of you. But Influence 101, let's talk more about influence, because this is how you're going to be able to build your business. I'm telling you. You wonder how people grow a network, how they build a network, how they build their team so fast. That's because throughout the years, they built it up so that people get to know them. They're present. People see them. The more you're seen, the more people get to know you. You let people in, the more they're going to be like, you know what? That person is really real. I'm going to connect with them. I'm going to follow them. I'm going to support them. Listen to me what I'm saying. How many of you agree with that? How many of you agree? Because again, it's true. Look at your influencers. Look at your mentors, look at those who are in your circle. You will see it. So you have to do some self-assessing. How do I let people in? How do I reveal my true self, my authentic self? You might have to step back for a minute and try to get to know who you are. I am Lakeisha McKnight. I'm from New Jersey originally. Okay, from New Jersey originally, came down, right, to Virginia 2005. Okay, I'm just letting you in. This is a little bit. I have 2 children. I'm married, a little over 14 years. I'm a real person. I'm a mom. I run a business using my cell phone and my computer. I get paid residually in Bitcoin and Ethereum while I sleep. This is what I do. And I love doing it. And I help, of course, when it comes to social media, giving strategies and tips and things of that nature. And there's so much more to it. And I wish, of course, that I can go into it a bit more. And many of you, and I do share a lot of this on social media. You'll get to know me as you look at the content on my timeline. And as you plug in consistently to the Leadership TKO live night show, you'll get to know who I am. But I want to know who you are too. Okay, so share with me a little bit about yourself in the comment section. Don't be scared. It's just you and me. Okay, so share with me a little bit about yourself. What is the pet peeve that you have? What's your favorite color? Okay, what's your favorite color? Some people are like, I don't know what Lakeisha's color. I see her wearing orange and blue, but I actually like green. All right, I like green. Okay, so that's just a little bit of an insider piece. Okay, just in case. Yeah, I know. I got an orange. It's just something about orange and blue. It's all about branding with Leadership TKO, but I do enjoy green in certain, like green on a car, green as far as clothing. You'll see it. All right. So listen, share with me a little bit about yourself, your favorite color. If you got a pet peeve, all right, your favorite hobby, share with me a little bit in the comment section. I want to do that. I want to get to know you too. So I appreciate you guys. We're going to continue with Leadership TKO live night show tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But until then, guys, I encourage each and every one of you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.